Medical professionals, parents, and legislators met at the Capitol to discuss a nationwide epidemic that they say has gone on too long. The troubling topic, opioid addiction and its death toll. 41 NBC's Joy Dukes was there, and she has more. Joy.
January, Michael, tears filled the room today as parents struggled to tell the stories of their children who've fallen victim to the rampant opioid crisis. This was at a news conference state lawmakers held earlier today.
State legislators say with the help of families, they're putting a face with the epidemic. Parents brought pictures of their now deceased children to a news conference at the state capitol on Friday.
They are not your homeless, your low income, your low life, uneducated people.
They were faces that most people wouldn't expect to see when the topic concerns addiction.
You heard several similar stories. Their children went into rehab, they got clean, and then came back and OD'd and died.
Navason's Chief Medical Officer Chris Hendry says there are several contributing factors to the opioid epidemic.
What happens is when patients who suffer from substance abuse go into a rehab, their dependence, their tolerance to the drug drops because they're clean, they haven't been using. When they get back out into the community, they go back and take the same dose they were used to taking before they went into rehab, and they overdose.
That was the tragic story of Kathy and David Abraham and their son Joseph, whom they found dead just 5 weeks ago.
About 4 years ago, we found that he had began experimenting with marijuana and possibly drinking, and we didn't know as a parent if this was normal teenage experimentation or if there was something more.
It was the same case for neighbors of the Abrahams, Greg and Lisa Manning, and their son Dustin. Despite their loss, they want to help other parents facing the same issue.
You could put any picture out here, and it's not immune to anyone. It will grab anybody that's got that built into their DNA, and it will turn that switch on, and that is a battle they will fight for the rest of their life.
He has a name. He's not just a statistic. He needed help. And I think that now my vision, and ours, Lisa, as well, is to begin to educate our kids at an earlier age.
In Atlanta, Joy Dukes, 41 NBC News.
Dustin Manning and Joseph Abraham both overdosed on the same day in separate incidents. Navason's Chris Hendry says as more information on this rising problem continues to surface, be careful and be mindful. Don't take any drugs that haven't been prescribed to you by a licensed physician.
All right, very good advice and very sad story. Thank you, Joy. State Senator Renee Utterman, who headed the conference, says her goal is to help families like the Abrahams and Mannings struggling with that beloved loved ones battling addiction. We can look forward to more laws that'll help them get the resources they need going into the next legislative session.